Hey, what's up, family? It's your boy, Daddy Dunn,
It's your boy Real Life JT.
and y'all now tune in to the first episode of the new series, Brother to Brother and Man to Man.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. As y'all may know, I got my right hand with me, my best man with me. How
So
you doing today, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Good to see you,
Yeah, good to
man.
see you too, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, as you gonna always see from here on out, you gonna see that 1K.
You feel me?
You gonna see that pressure.
Come on, come on, man. Two businessmen, man. You feel me?
Facts.
Ready to
Facts.
talk.
So on this series, we will be discussing not only just our relationship that we've been having strong for about like 12, about 11, 12 years now.
Okay, been that long.
Yeah, it's been a good little minute.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we're gonna just be pretty much showcasing what it's like to really have a solid relationship that's been built not only off the foundation of God, but just through the time, the sweat, the tears, like all the learning lessons of life that made us stronger together as men, friends, brothers, etc. And today's topic is growth and accountability. So today we're going to be speaking on how our growth within each other and holding each other accountable as friends has brought us closer together, but also made us better as men and friends. So, first question I definitely would like to ask you, bro, is just to open it up, what growth have you seen within yourself just within 2026?
For me personally, I feel like my growth has come with just putting it more into procrastination. Procrastinating. We all procrastinate to some degree, some bigger than others. I'm not a big procrastinator, but my mindset for 2026 is more so like if I want it, I'm gonna go get it.
Mhm.
And ever since, really, the best thing when it comes down to having a mindset like that, you want to already be going to get it before you say, "Oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow." Why not do it today? So, and it just goes into even the brand. Like, this was something that could have easily been started in 2026, but the minute like I made those agreements with my brothers that's a part of the brand, I got up and made sure it's a thing. So now I'm even further than what I would have been if I would have started earlier this year.
Mhm.
So that comes with just growth and then carrying the stuff I'm just learning along the way.
For sure, for sure.
Yes.
No, that procrastination is definitely a big thing. That's a it's a normal human thing to do is procrastinate. And one of the biggest things I feel like that starts procrastination, one thing that I've analyzed is confidence. Sometimes a lot of people procrastinate on certain things because you might not just be fully confident in what you want to obtain just yet, but once you gain more confidence, more knowledge and information on it, then you're like, okay, now I can go into it. So sometimes we tend to procrastinate on things because we don't go ahead and do the necessary things that we need to do to put ourselves in the best position, knowing like, okay, if I want to do this, I gotta do this first.
Yeah.
So we slack on doing this, but knowing that we really want to do this,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's just really where that growth comes into play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you though, bro?
For me, my faith. My
Okay.
faith has definitely grown tremendously this year. And because I give more faith in my relationship with God, the more He opened up things for me to see and obtain. And I feel like it's nothing but a test. And since He put me to them tests, and it's like, okay, now I'm believing in you, God, like 100%, even during times which is like naturally you gonna think of the worst,
Right.
and you think of just being in reality. But when you got God on your side, like really anything is possible.
Real.
So my faith has been the main thing that's grown this year, and because of that, I've seen a difference within my life.
I respect that.
Yeah.
That's a real good answer. That's a real good answer. That's something that people, when it comes down to faith, that's something that people kind of, you gotta sometimes sit back and realize the stuff that you already know to
Mhm.
like really analyze like how far you coming, but especially faith. You know, sometimes people only rely on faith when they feel like they need help, but
Mhm.
truth of the matter, you always need them.
Okay.
So I respect the answer for sure.
So one thing that I've seen you grow in over the years is continue to, kind of get out yourself a little bit more,
Yeah.
uh, we all we all have a shell that protects us, as
Mm.
human nature. We always do things to protect ourselves,
Mm.
that's just normal things. And to get outside yourself, you putting yourself not necessarily in danger, but you're exposing yourself to a different version of you that you've you know that you can be,
Mm.
but you haven't just, it's kind of like a trial and error. You haven't really played in the area just yet.
Yeah.
And once you step on the other side, it's no matter what, it's really a win-win, because even if you, let's say, fail, you learn something about yourself that helps you still grow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now seeing you coming with the brand, you stepping into the role of entrepreneurship, I love to see it.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate that.
saying? So that's like, I feel like now is like your biggest time I can really say, man, I love to see your growth, and man, you growing like at a rapid pace. You know what I'm saying? It's like you've been in the oven just cooking, like let him cook. You know what I'm saying? Now you feasting. Now you feed niggas. You feel me?
Yeah, real
So
talk.
yeah, man, yeah, you've been doing your thing, man. I love to see it.
Appreciate it,
I
brother.
love it, man. Just be right beside you and experiencing with you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Love, man.
Definitely appreciate it. And I want to even tell y'all something about like my point of view. Like I have like a lot of successful people to my eyes. And what I mean by successful is like when you constantly pushing yourself to do something that may hinder you in a sense where you may be a little lazy, tired, but you still push through. And bro, Dev, you definitely like the top of the list when it come down to it. You know, sometimes it be like you need that push, and you just constantly push through, no matter like what you got going, the adversity. That's something that I always been proud of you about, man, because you always push to strive, and you know it's it's motivating, even for me because you still doing what you're doing through the bad time, the downtime, the good time. So it's very motivating, man, and that's one thing I want to elaborate to y'all. Like me and bro, like we so close, but we got different paths. And for me, uh, Dale, our bro Chris, we got like a couple of people that we didn't see shine. You know what I'm saying? Like real shine. For me, I always had my faith in God when my time was coming. But this is the thing, y'all. It just because you not shining your bros may be shining. Well, you may feel that way. Cause you still may be shining to somebody that you don't know. Don't mean you gotta hate or you gotta question God. When your time is coming, it's coming. But take that opportunity when other people shining, you use that and soak up the information. So when it is your time, you ready. Like that's kind of like what happened with me. Like I always waited, but I was always the first person clapping and supporting. I always. So then now it's my time. My bro, even though he was gonna do that anyway, he reciprocates the energy, and now I'm ready to shine and take off. And that's what I've been doing so far. Now I'm planning on stopping. So yeah,
I love it.
real
I
talk.
love it. You
Yeah.
just, I got a phrase in my head. It's like when you said about the time, when it's not your time, when it is your time, you know what to do
Yup.
with that time.
Yup.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
real
Like
talk.
some people, they waiting for their time, but they ain't putting in the work to know what to do with the time. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? You gonna get the time, don't know what to do with it. Now you didn't waste it, not only your time, but other people's time.
Yeah,
And we all know time is the most valuable thing in life right now.
right. Real talk.
Cause
Real talk.
time be ticking. It be moving.
Yeah. Yeah, real talk, man. So that's just my advice for a lot of y'all that just waiting, like, when my moment gonna come? Because that's used to be me. Like, I'm ready for my moment. But it goes back to the faith of the God that you serve. You know, me personally, I serve Jesus Christ. You know, and I always had faith. So I never doubted when my time was. But in that time of you in that oven baking, make sure that you taking note of what's going on around you instead of hating on the people. Because you're gonna get your time. But if you hate or if you feel ill will, then you know what I'm saying, it's gonna hinder you. You may not never get your time. So support, take notes, and when it's your time, be prepared. Cause you never know when it may come around again. So yeah, for sure.
Next question. What's the most important lesson that you've learned? Not only just this year, but any year. What's the most important lesson that you learned that helped you grow as a man, as a friend, as just a human, whatever?
I feel like for me, it's some ongoing thing I'm still learning. You always gotta self-reflect. Take accountability is one of our subjects that we discussing now. If you self-reflect and take accountability, that also means the inside that you want to better yourself, you want to grow in ways that may be uncomfortable to you. Because a lot of people always want to be right. You ain't gonna always be right. You know what I'm saying? You're not. You're not gonna always be right. I know it hurts some of y'all that even hear it. You know what I'm saying? But with then that also shows as a man, as a woman, like the maturity when you take accountability, and it also shows the effort and the hunger to actually, you know, grow within yourself. So that's something my most important thing, like that I learned, like taking that accountability. I never been hard to take accountability, don't get me wrong, but just always self-reflecting and taking accountability, definitely when it's needed. So
For
and,
sure.
and I'm even give y'all a side note. Take accountability is even even if sometimes you don't feel wrong in the situation, sometimes the situation, the relationship be bigger than the situation. So if it's your bro that you arguing with, your girl that you really love, just take the accountability because at the end of the day, that relationship is bigger than whatever situation that y'all go through. And that's only gonna help y'all grow and also help you mature. Your pride can be your biggest enemy.
And that showing real reflective love and real accountability, that shows the respect and the value that you have with that person. Because like, I can really be accountable for my actions for you. I mean, we should be accountable. We should hold ourselves accountable for everything. But when you really have a bond with somebody, friendship, I feel like that's one of the biggest things for me is just taking accountability because we can't grow, we can't take accountability for our actions, and that's something that our relationship thrive in. Like, ain't no ain't no pride with between our relationship.
Right.
Like, I can imagine being prideful with this man. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like, but I understand it's a human thing. Like, it's normal to be a little prideful sometimes. But this one of the most selfless person, very good loving heart. So like when you really know who you dealing with, it's like how can I be proud? How can I not take accountability when I know this person want the best for me?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, get outside yourself. Like,
Yeah.
man, tripping, man.
You
Yeah.
be bigger than you know, it's a bigger purpose, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all not speaking with y'all loved ones and y'all brothers and sisters. You take that accountability because you know deep and down you miss that person. So why that situation separate that bond? Because
Mhm.
time is only ticking. So yeah, I definitely feel that, bro. And the same way you talk about me when it comes down to being selfless and big heart, are you the same way towards me?
Mhm.
You know, I have the opportunity and the blessing to receive the same love that you see in me in you. You know what I'm saying? So definitely want to let you know, like you always show selfless, big heart, and I never doubted you. Never doubt like your intentions at all because I know in the end what you
Yeah.
and just it just you constantly giving that reassurance, just you know, even helps me even more open up myself. You know what I'm saying?
So,
So it's always vice versa with us without even saying. So
yeah.
it's just a true blessing, man, to have a bro. Like damn, man.
For
So
sure, love,
yeah, for
bro.
sure, bro.
And we gonna definitely have a topic when we talking about just um reciprocation. Like that's the biggest thing that we definitely take pride in within our relationship is reciprocating that same energy and love. Like I can't let him outshine me. Like you can't show more love than me.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
you
It's competitive.
yeah.
It's random competitive, but it's like the type of competitive you want to be with your brother, with your friends, with your loved one, like, cause that's ain't gonna do nothing but help y'all grow the relationship even more. So,
Facts,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
facts. Cause we gonna check each other energy. Like, hey, bro, you don't let that bother you.
Yeah.
You better than that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that get to you. Like, or like, man, you did a little too much. Like you ain't had to do all that, or you probably seeing it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So, and we don't we take what we say to heart. We don't take it hard in the wrong way. Like, oh, bro, it is. I bet.
Yeah.
Bro, like, I know you got the best intention for me. And let's just say if it's not your best friend, let's say it's somebody that you just cool with. Reflect on it. Just reflect on it. It's been plenty of times where somebody told me something. I was like, when I just sat back and just let life do its thing, I was like, I kind of see what they was talking about. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, taking the accountability of self to where it's just like you said earlier, you don't know it all.
Mhm.
There's always something new to learn. There's always opportunities in life to where you can always be better than. So I also would like to say that accountability is a certain level of intelligence and self-love of self.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you think you know it all, in reality, you really know nothing, which stunts your growth to really getting where you really want to be at.
Yeah.
And we are a type of men where we'll sit back and be quiet and observe. We ain't gotta do all that talking. But when we do open up, we like a gift. You know what I'm saying? Our presence is a present.
Right.
So when we give you us ourselves, give you our energy, man, that's it's a present. Ready to be unwrapped, ready to be
Yeah.
played with, ready to be intertwined with. So yeah, definitely a blessing.
Yeah.
And a lesson.
And that's it.
It's a lesson. You gonna learn something with us, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
real
saying?
talk.
We gonna tell you about yourself. And we can't, express ourselves around you, man. Hey, you ain't for us, man.
Yeah, real talk. It's just man, it's just real alpha grown men, man. We always had a grown man mindset since we was since we were younger, man. And it's just all about, like you said, just taking that accountability, being able to learn from others, and people also open up themselves up to learn from us too. So it's a vice versa thing, man. Like you can't always expect to tell somebody your point of view and not listen to their point of view because, like Dale said, you can't grow that way. You only gonna see it your way. So that's gonna hinder your growth in the end, opposed to seeing it multiple ways and taking heed of it. So yeah, most definitely. Most
Uh,
definitely.
is there is there a moment that you could think of where I held you accountable for that's like that made you kind of like, damn, hold on, I got to sit back and really think about this. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes being held accountable can make you feel some type of way. Like you're like, damn, I didn't really want to hear that, but I needed to hear that. Or
So this a fun thing about like our brotherhood because we already that type of person where we gonna hold ourselves accountable before before you can even get to me. You know, like that's all a part of it. But we
Bitch,
playing smart though, so it's like let me hold myself accountable before anybody can tell me anything. So you see, he laughing. He know what's up. He know what's up.
let me get right.
Yeah, but the most recent thing I can think of, it's probably something you ain't even thinking of, is I had told you I had gotten a car wreck. Somebody rear-ended me. And man, I turned up on them folks, man. And I turned up bad on them folks, and them folks had end up like they end up like getting that was in the car already, but turning the car back on, getting leaving away because I really scared them the
Mm,
way that I turned up. You know what I'm saying? Because I was really upset, really because it startled me when you when you get hit, you ain't paying no attention, man. You know, and it's depending on what type of day it was. So called there, tell them what happened, but I took the initiative and accountability to let him know, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I turned up bad. And he stood on the energy of also saying, like, yeah, bro, you probably should never did this and this, and obviously, you know, you probably don't want to hear it. But me, I love to hear things like that because shit, like it's just self-reflecting. And I ain't taking it to heart. I ain't feeling no type of way about it because I even knew, like I just said, that I turned up bad. You feel me? But that was really like the only time that I can remember
mhm.
as of recently because we don't really have too many. I ain't gonna lie, we just be on our shit. So
Yeah,
just to keep it 100%
yeah,
transparent, we just be on it. So
yeah.
what about you? Think of anything?
Um, my brain is a little tongue tied because I was finna say something to that. Then I started thinking about that question. Ah, uh, it's something kind of like on the tip of my head. I can't remember the exact like moment or situation, but I knew it was a time where I did something. I think it had something to do with a woman, some woman. I can't remember what woman. And you kind of took their side, and I had to kind of sit there and be like, because I was already a little headstrong on the situation. I swear I can't remember the situation at all. But I was already headstrong on the situation where I was like, no, like I knew I had good attention to what I did. Like I'm right, like she wrong. And you gave me a different perspective of it. And I was like, I can see that.
Mm.
I can see that. So I had to kind of get outside my feelings, my emotions to see that and just like, okay, still give grace, still give understanding within the situation. And but I ain't want to hear like because I was already mad. I was like, so yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking about the situation. Like, was it a college situation? Was it a college situation?
I don't know.
We'll come back.
Yeah. I don't know.
we'll refresh y'all on this
Yeah.
situation. But that's what's up, bro. Like, you gonna have a moment with your. Don't think that just because you got a best friend and y'all don't argue. Sometimes that don't always be the treasure in the moments. Like that'd be cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's like you gonna have those situations where y'all like see indifferent. It don't have to be an argument. It could be a debate, friendly banter. Don't and when you get into those situations, don't take things in heart. If you really trust the person and really like locked in with that person, understand the intentions of that person. Don't automatically assume the worst if they already been showing you this whole time they really want the best for you. You
Yeah.
know, so and that's also just gonna give y'all brotherhood, sisterhood, relationship, whatever it is, that strength that y'all probably be missing. So yeah, most definitely.
And the thing I have remembered what I was gonna say to your comment was the biggest thing that I know we both respect within each other is that we man enough to tell each other how we feel.
Mm.
You be around certain men that they kind of like yes man, like they
Yeah,
ain't gonna challenge you. You know what I'm saying? Like we challenge each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's respect there.
yeah, for sure.
It's much respect there because most people don't have too many people that actually challenge them or question like, hey, go about this in a better way, or I think you should be able to you should do this instead of doing this and just continue to push each other. Everybody can't take that, and that's something I definitely cherish within our relationship as well, being able to stand 10 toes down on what we say, and even if it might be uncomfortable, it's like I want the best for you, so I'm gonna tell you this, and hope and pray that you take it the right way, you know. But I know that also comes with delivery, and we do great with delivering message to each other in a respectable way
Yeah,
that can be digestible for us to understand and see our intentions within the situation.
yeah, that's my delivery is everything, especially when it comes down me personally. I delivery is everything. Cause you deliver something wrong, sometimes it just can't just be taken wrong.
Yeah,
You know, at the end of the day, you come to your senses, but you just don't want it to go that way. So, with that even being said on my end, I do the same. I just make sure that I'm very tedious and careful and considerate of what I say.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When it come down to really anything, because I just want to always show the utmost respect for not only bro, but just everybody. So
yeah. The consideration is big.
yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
real.
the consideration shows, you know, where your heart is at.
You know, I can think of another situation. I remember, and this was just recent. Like, we had went to the daytime party, and he was like, I challenge, you challenge me to like do like the network next time
Hmm.
we go out and like every time, bro, be like saying stuff about me because I'm a person that preach like elevation, within myself. Like every time he say something where I can look at it like I don't take it wrong, but I look at it in a situation where it's like, dang, I need to grow right here to the point where you have to say something about it. Man, the next time he see me, and I be on there.
Yeah,
Every time, next time he see me, I be on there. So it's just like taking it and just taking that message and knowing that he wants the best for me. I can go out and do this and do that because, you know, talking to people that I don't know, networking with people was not always like my biggest strong. So it wasn't nothing that I ever, going back to what you said, just I never got in my body with. So just now, like having a business and stuff like that, man, like that's what I'm on, So just giving y'all another example, man, of the things that we talk about within our brotherhood for sure.
for sure,
So
for
yeah.
sure. Next question. This could be it could be a deep question or you can keep it simple.
Mhm.
But who are you becoming? Slash, who is the man that you believe that God put you on this earth to be?
I feel like I always feel like God put me on this earth to be a person to gravitate positive energy around people and really bring people together. Like I feel like I feel like got a gift in a sense to bring people together for a positive impact. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it usually be people that wouldn't be on it if it wouldn't be around. That's what I notice about myself. So just gathering people around and giving them an unforgettable, a peerless vibe, real talk. Because everybody I know from a personal level, they always talk to me how important I am to them.
Mhm.
I near and dear. I have a special relationship with so many people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's my gift. You know what I'm saying? That's the person that God brought me here to be a real one-on-one, one of a kind type of vibe, positive vibe. And I use that gift to give all positive energy,
Yeah,
not being like a influence people to do bad stuff, but
yeah,
showing love to people, you know what I'm saying? Being very transparent and vulnerable to people to help them grow. So yeah,
for sure.
I feel like man, I'm leading the pack like every time, and I'm trying to just show people like you can do it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I got so many people behind me that's just watching and supporting, and I'm taking them with me. So yeah. What about you,
that's
bro?
good. That's good. I believe my purpose on this earth is to literally do God's work, meaning I help people be the best version of themselves. I open up people's minds to a different way of life, a different thinking. I see myself being a thought leader when I get older, being a person that helps people see life at a different perspective, so they can see the best of life, so they can live their heaven on earth.
Right.
I see myself being that person that helps people heal themselves and and be nice to themselves. Um, I love to I love to inform and educate people on just a better way of life, whether it's through fashion, health, fitness, like just being a better you, but also just loving you too.
Right.
Like really showing love. A lot of people don't really receive the proper love. And when people when God brings me into certain people's life, they able to see a different type of love. And it's like I'm that person that set a new standard to where it's like, man, if you ain't coming like this, I don't want it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, this is my new standard of how I want to be treated. This is my new standard of how I want to be respected. This is a new version of myself that I want to be for myself. One of the biggest, man, I didn't got this compliment so much, and it's barely not even half of the year yet. Is that a lot of people starting to tell me, man, you inspire me. And that's like one of the biggest compliments that I get, because every time I receive those compliments, it be the times where I be like not necessarily thinking down on myself, but them times where it's just like, man, I don't even know why I'm still doing this. Like people ain't really showing it. The next thing you know, God will send somebody that's just saying like, hey man, you motivate me, you inspire me, keep going. I love what you do. Like you waking up a different part of me that I always wanted to be, but now seeing it, they believe it, they can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I also feel like God put me on this earth to bring people together,
Yeah.
bringing people together, for the greater good, and to also use my voice to um not only spread love and show love, but to put a fire under people. Really, want people to be the best, of them. Because if you're around me, you got to be the best version of yourself. Because I'm always growing to be the best version of myself. So ain't no way you could be around me and thinking that you can just stay mediocre.
Yeah.
No, you got to elevate as well. Like I always say, get right before you get left.
Right.
So yeah, that's got a little long winded on there, but yeah, I feel like that's kind of like my purpose of why God put me here on earth and the person that I'm becoming.
You know what's crazy about this is the fact that you do see the fact that you are the way you are is the main reason why everybody just ain't meant to be your friend or be around you, because a lot of people just don't be ready to just self elevate. They just don't be ready for it. And one thing I know about bro is he gonna be very transparent with you whether you know it or not. Now I'm gonna give y'all an example that I seen firsthand. Me and bro both worked at a retail store, and this dude came in and he was bro was like freshly, he not wasn't freshly new, but he was more on the newer side. The dude came in, he was like, dang man, y'all ain't got no extra large. And bro was like, nah, he was like, yeah, I ain't got one in the back. And bro was like, nah, we ain't got one. He was like, man, y'all need to keep the extra large, like y'all need to keep extra large. He was like, you need to go in the gym. You need to get to that level. I'm like, man, and I'm watching from a distance, but I'm hearing the conversation. He like, man, you really need to get in the gym. Like, and dude really couldn't, he didn't, look, some people be very prideful. He didn't take a prideful answer. He was like, man, I know I got this and this going, man, this and this. But it showed me like, bro ain't gonna, he gonna keep it real with you. And everybody just don't be wanting to hear that. You know, they just don't want to hear it.
They don't. But you gotta respect it.
Gotta respect it.
It be the truth.
Yeah, because people around you will let you get comfortable with just being at that same level. And you don't really want that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why another reason why me and bro like elevate and vibe, because we want to elevate together and also just maintain being at that higher level. So the people that surround us, we gonna constantly elevate and push them to another level. And some people gonna fall off that pack, but the people that truly want the best for themselves, they be internally grateful for us in their life. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Man,
Funny.
yeah.
You need to get the gym.
That shows something I say because people have all the excuses of why they can't do this and why they can't do that. It's like, man, 'cause if you really want it better for yourself, you would do better for yourself. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now, certain things happen in life to where you just can't do it then. But a lot of people be fucked up off their mindset. Their mindset already X themselves out. Like
Yeah,
you get mind over matter. Like
yeah,
everything starts here first. So you definitely got to change your mindset before you change your life. Like because it's power within the tongue. So you speak to yourself. Now your spirit can really your spirit can act off the words that you done spoke to yourself. And that kind of goes back to the God body energy because God is living within ourselves. If we speak to ourselves and we speak it to God and we speaking to God within us, that's how we alchemize our life. And that's where real faith comes in. In the part that's where real manifestation comes in, and it's not gonna happen on your time. It's gonna happen on God's time, and so and that's where faith comes in. When you speak something, don't think God just said, "Well, I didn't hear you," or "I ain't thinking about what you saying." He want to see you do the work first.
yeah. Most
You can't ask God, "Hey God, when you gonna do it?" He looking at you like, "Nigga, when you gonna do it?" You know?
You gotta meet them.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta
gotta
meet them.
man, you gotta meet him halfway or sometime all the way. He trying to see some,
Yeah, everything it takes.
everything the test and within that test, it's gonna build you for where you want to go in life. And that's the stuff like I still have to tell myself daily. Like
Yeah,
I know God, preparing me something major. And like just for bro, like it's been so many things to where just I'm talking about knocking him down, just feeding him. And I used to just always say to myself, I like, man, God got so big for you, man.
yeah,
He putting you through so much test to where when it's your time, man, you gonna excel. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so, yeah, you just gotta look at the positive and you gotta look at you gotta look at life in a way of God prepared me for something so much bigger. But if I don't go through this, I can't receive this. It's just like the law of attraction, you
yeah.
know.
You really break it down and realize what really be going on. You will see it. You just gotta tap in and really look what's going on in life. So yeah, for sure. All that be a test for the stuff that we really be wanting. And some people just feel at stage one. You just gotta look at everything. It's always a light through everything. And like bro was saying, life be life be feeding me a lot of challenges. I didn't got to the point where I just know the storm just gonna pass over. I know the storm gonna it's never gonna last forever. So
I'm talking about be sitting in the rain just cheesing
yeah,
like ain't that I can do about it. 'Cause I know God got me.
you know,
Like,
it's gonna come go over. And once it go over, you back shining again. You know what I'm saying?
shining brighter.
Yeah,
He done cleaned you off.
yeah.
You know.
You need a little rain in your life. That's what's gonna keep you mind humble and motivated at the same time.
Yeah,
Not
around.
get discouraged with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
yeah, shine
yeah.
through that rain too. Bring your umbrella, guy. You feel me?
The last thing I want to talk about going into the accountability and the test is we know we didn't took the same test over and over, but we don't hold ourselves accountable to make the necessary changes in our life to pass the test
Mm,
so we can move forward. But we gonna blame everybody else instead of ourselves.
true. That's true.
You can talk to somebody, you be like, okay, so you doing this and this. Well, you know that, if you keep doing this, it's not gonna get you here, right? Yeah, I know, but I just can't. You done already told your body that you can't do it. So of course you can't do it. You already told yourself that you can't do it. So, but you expect to pass on to the next level, or you feel entitled to reap this benefit, but you know you gonna keep failing the test. Make like really make that make sense.
Yeah. That's real. That's real.
And if you don't have certain people in your life to hold you accountable, knowing that you bullshit, a lot of people don't have people in their life that really love them. So it's just like you gotta make new friends and just be by yourself. You better off by yourself alone. I love being by myself. That's when
Yeah.
I had the time to actually reflect, talk to God, be still, hold myself accountable, look back and reflect on my day, reflect on my life, and really tell myself like, you know, you could do better. You could do more. Yeah.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah.
Everybody should have those moments. Some people just try to sleep on to the next day, and then the next day and the next day. Have that moment to sit down and really, meditate within yourself, talk to God, get your one-on-one time, and really with the purpose of just self elevating, what I'm saying, becoming a better person. And don't get into the goals you want to get to, man. They're not gonna be here forever. You ain't gonna ever have the opportunity. So what's stopping you? So yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, bro. For sure.
You know, the only thing stopping you is you.
Yeah.
But you got this far, definitely. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey, let us know what you think about this new series. Stay tuned for more. Tap into 1K
Yes, sir.
on TikTok, Instagram, on Facebook too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Facebook.
Facebook too.
We everywhere.
We
We
everywhere.
all in the air.
Come on, man. Yeah. Tap into the Get Right to Get Left podcast.
Yes.
They'll up next, 2 zeros. Um, and of course, come get P'd up with the best.
Yeah.
Keep it P. Your boy starting a new business venture, offering the service of personal styling and image consulting. So come get P'd up. Keep it P with Dead or Done. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all in the next video.
Peace.
Hey.